I grew up here in the Midwest. My dad was an active duty military member, and we got stationed here when I was a kiddo. And as you'll sometimes hear military members say, once you get off at Air Force Base, you can't get off it. So I've stayed here. I always tell people that part of the way I know I'm a Midwesterner is that I tell people things like, it's only 6 hours, we'll drive. When I went to college, I went to Truman State University in Kirksville, Missouri. And around the time I was going to college, my parents actually went through a divorce. And as they worked through that process and I got to see some of those details, that really drew me to an interest in helping families and especially an interest in the law. So I came back to Nebraska, went to law school at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln, and continued through that time to really be drawn to family law work. And for me, having had that lived experience of being involved in a divorce really gives me some empathy and some insight for the people in that process and consciousness that it's not just about moving through that process with direction, but putting them in the best position they can be on the other side of that divorce as they return to their regular lives. After I graduated from law school, I spent some years prosecuting child support cases, both in Sarpy and Douglas counties here in Omaha. And as I did that work, there were lots of instances where people would come and say that they were having a problem with a custody issue or with their family, and I wasn't able to help them because of that limited role. And now when people come in and meet with us and they identify a problem they're having, it's really gratifying for me to be able to say, not only do I see that problem and I understand it, but I'm here to help you fix it. And to get the chance to do that is a really important and fulfilling part of my practice. My clients can expect from me that they will get clear direction about the options in their case, advice about the pros and cons of decisions that come through the course of their case. My clients also can really feel empowered to make decisions, not only through the process, but as they move through it. And I'm conscious that while their family might look different than it did when they first came into the process, it's still their family, and it's really important to preserve those relationships as much as we can, even as we move through that process and it gets resolved.